Back up. Sorry about that. This is going to be part 2 of WrestleMania 13 because my phone can't back up a file. Which, no, the video's fine. It couldn't just back up a file.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So,
you saw all over the table we hold this.
Yes.
Phone on.
So, sorry over pretty much. Bruce Crybaby lost to Norm, changed the animation to Britt barely won, but he kept snapping and hit Harrison. Led the Rumble, but Britt had that match won, eliminate Austin, only to have Austin sneak back in and win the match. A month later, Britt won the vacant world title, only to have Austin cost him the belt the next time on Raw. This all up to here, and a submission match with the theme of a submission match versus a guy that will not quit. Seals is very hard.
But the funny thing is, Austin actually does have a submission.
Yeah.
I know Austin says he doesn't in previous interviews I've seen of him.
Right, but...
And Jim Ross said he doesn't have a submission. But Austin actually has a submission. He has a $1 million dream. He was in fact the ring master.
Oh, yeah. So,
he was in fact the $1 million champion.
It's a submission match, and Ken Shamrock is got started. Also has actual glass shower as he enters, which is very cool.
That is a really cool entrance, especially for the time.
Yeah, he gets cheered with Brick is something resembling Mickey's reaction. Austin tackles him down to start, and the fight's on immediately. They head to the floor with neither guy being able to get advantage. Austin gets posted, but he manages to crush Britt on barricade. Brick gets clotheslines in the crowd. This is a little action so far. Brick gets a few shots at the audience, and Shamrock is right with them. Presumably, this is false count anywhere. Brick is in a solid right hand, but also grabs him for a pile driver, hard counts their backdrop, and they head back towards the ring. Back to ringside, Britt dives off the barricade with a form to the back. Austin comes right back by whipping hard to the steps and plumb down again. Steve has a forearm off the apron before picking up the steps. Britt kicks him in the ribs though, and the steps will crush Austin's leg. As they get back in the ring, remember that thing because it wasn't in this match. That much Britt guilties Austin on top rope taker again. Britt ankles him leg and cannonballs down the floor. Like a flare. More cranking ensues. The Hart wants to get out. Britt misses another cannonball. Also erupts. Close out the both men down. We get some foreshadowing by Lawler when he says you can't give up when you're unconscious. Hart comes back with a kick to the leg and throws on the figure 4 right post.
Excuse me, guys.
Go watching.
Thank you.
Britt goes to get the bell, but switches over to a chair. That one has switched panel on those, so he gets a regular chair to Pillmanize the ankle with. The fans are getting way into this. Britt goes up top, but also crashes him and cracks him with the chair. Another big chair shot to the back system suplex as hard as in big trouble all of a sudden. A middle rope elbow from Austin hits Britt as JR's in full on JR mode, including a few jabs in WCW. This isn't about posing or covering a bull spot. Also, that there's another Britt move in as the Russian leg sweep followed by reverse Koji clutch as he cranks the arm and wraps his leg around Britt's head. That's a bit too complicated for Austin though, so there's a most crowd set. Britt makes a rope because when we're like this, let's make sure we follow the rules. Austin loads up elbow sharpshooter. He has no idea how to get one. Not too many people do, other than Britt. But Austin escapes. Steve fires him for the ropes onto the floor. Britt comes back and reverses a whip into the barricade while running over a few people in the process. Austin's bleeding is a gusher.
Alan, the fun fact about this, I actually found this out on Bruce Pritchard's podcast, that this was actually an unplanned, unimproved blade job.
Okay. First says of the steps and pounds...
Done, in fact, by Bret Hart, not by Austin.
Britt sends him into the steps and pounds away the cut his way back inside. Hart pounds away even harder Austin's forehead before hitting the 5 moves of doom. And Britt gets the cheers. This says it's becoming too much to watch. Hart tries to turn the leg over and over again by taking the sharpshooter again. The mat is covered in blood. Austin comes out with a low blow, but he can barely stand up. He whips Britt chest first into the corner, and here comes the Rousey. Austin stops the hole, and Britt in a double bird, just a big reaction from the fans. Austin puts Britt on top and superplexes him back down. You can't see Austin's forehead from all the blood. Since nothing else works, Austin goes to the floor and gets an electric cable to choke Britt out. Hart grabs a bell from somewhere and Blyce's also head knocking him silly. Now the sharpshooter goes on and the place goes nuts. Austin's head is on the mat and you can see the blood pull up on the hand. So
you actually see it for the rest of the night.
Yeah,
you actually see the red stain.
Yeah.
In the mat the rest of the night.
So that's
which is a good monument.
Yeah,
which is something you won't see today because they change the mat so often.
Yeah.
If you go to a WWE live event, they change them like after every 2 matches.
Yeah. That's sick, the image here.
Yeah.
The crowd starts chanting for Austin. We give one of his famous shots to company history. As Austin screams into the camera with blood flowing down his face.
Probably the single most shot that made Austin's career. If you could say there was one particular picture still, it's that moment.
Yeah. He gets one last rush of adrenaline to push up and break the sharpshooter for the first time ever. Well, kind of, as he gets Burr off his back when he can come break the Burr.
Yeah.
Burr gets the hold back on, but Austin will not quit. Austin's out cold, and Shamrock finally stops him. Austin never gave up.
Just to add a little heart. Sometimes WWE calls this an I Quit match.
Yes.
It's not.
It's a match.
Because it sort of doesn't make the ending make sense.
Right.
If it's an I Quit match, that means Austin would have to verbally say I quit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a submission match, so he actually passed out to lose, which in fact is a submission. Other than that, this match is beautiful. There's the whole story in the match going on. Brett's being overly aggressive. Austin's taking it all and not saying he quits, not backing down, and even going right after Brett. It is definitely the best double turn in wrestling history.
Oh, definitely.
Kudos to both men that night. Perfect story. And it would cause one of the rising biggest WWE superstars in history.
Well, I'll just say give it an A+. Get that what?
Yeah, definitely A+. This match probably would deserve a higher grade if you could possibly give it one.
This is the highest rating match you get. If there was a high rating match, we'll get that. This is one of the greatest wars you'll ever see in the ring with some of the greatest storytelling you'll ever see either. The idea of Britt being taken out of his own element, only to get sucked into Austin's world, where he reaches the point that he's never been to before, but still not enough to stop Austin's amazing work to this day. Mm-hmm. The key point here is, at heart, cannot stop Austin, he can only slow him down. Absolutely amazing, and if you haven't seen this, go find it right now. Seriously, go watch it now.
Yes. There's even like that point where Shamrock rips off Brett off Austin.
Yeah.
And then Shamrock accepts like, hey, stop it. Do you want it? I'll have to get involved. And Brett sort of takes a step back, showing that he's that cowardly heel now.
Mm-hmm. Post-match, Britt's discussing himself, but looks at Austin's lifeless body, and he's made a little for not being able to make close to quit. Britt goes there, leg down, Shamrock grabs him and hooks a kind of suplex to get her off. Shamrock says, let's go if you want to, but Britt backs out and leaves. The fans go off on Britt. Is also trying to remember what plane he's on. A referee comes out to check on him and gets his start for his trebles.
It's a perfect Austin moment there.
Austin walks out on his own power.
It's not as known as the other one, but it summarizes Austin so perfectly.
And gets the well-deserved standing ovation, and that, my friends, is a double turn.
Yep. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Amazingly enough, Britt versus Austin was only just happened. The next 5 months would be more interesting.
Yeah.
But
Brett would be in a wheelchair at some point.
Yeah. But perhaps that even... Not better, I don't want to say better, but probably the best 10-man tag you may ever seen. Blowing it off.
Oh, yeah.
I Tyler Stampede. Now let that sink in for a minute. This is still one of the few matches that has an actual impact on me. And I still get way into it every time I say it.
Yeah, it's sort of like the Empire Strikes Back in movies for me. Every time it's on my TV, all I have to do is sit there and just watch it.
Mm-hmm.
This is that match.
And why are you still watching us right now? Go watch it.
We will give you permission.
Yeah.
You can pause this video, go watch on the WWE Network, and come back and hear the rest of these 2 matches.
Because I tended to watch it again. And let Pat handle the last 2 matches. But I did
that would be interesting.
I did like 1 match, at least. That's left. So, Farouk and the Nation said the Criminals are out tonight in Chicago. And they're working for the LMD and Ahmed in the Chicago Street Fight.
They also said, Ty Pettengill said, you brought everything but the kitchen sink.
Huh?
And Farouk says, wait.
Nation Domination versus Leisha and Doom and Ahmed Johnson. It's Crush, Farouk, and Savio Vega, plus a bunch of unnamed lackeys forming an nation at this point. They bring out every weapon you can think of for this match between about the 9 people they have here. Ahmed has
I believe it's Legion of Doom that brings out the kitchen table, the kitchen sink.
Ahmed has the spikes on too, and they bring the kitchen sink with them. And that was a point for the fight I gave on them. It's a big brawl to start, and will continue to be that way. With the good guys beat up the lackeys. Farouk has Animal on the back of a knife stick, and Ahmed has a big diver barricade to take out, I think, Savio. I'm not going to be able to call her from here, as so I expect a lot to be missed. If Pat numbers anything to fill me in, I missed. Ahmed crushes Crush. Ahmed crushes Crush with a trash can as Hulk has a 2x4 to stalk Savio with. Animal tries to apologize for the table, but they just fall off to the side instead. The face shape for the LD and Animal voices Farouk with a fire extinguisher. Savio cleans house with a trash can, but it just wrapped around him and blasted by Hulk. Ahmed slams Farouk for the table from earlier, and there goes the fire extinguisher again. Now we hit the...
There's actually an interesting story about the fire extinguisher, too. Bruce Pritchard, on his Something to Wrestle With podcast,
right,
he does things, and one of them was actually on WrestleMania 13. And the thing that they brought up originally was that the 2x4 slips out of one of their hands.
Right.
And looks like it's about to get in the audience, but like falls short or it's all something else. And Bruce Pritchard said that didn't worry Vince McMahon or anybody backstage as much as if they used the wrong fire extinguisher.
Sounds like a
there's actually a legit reason behind it.
Oh god.
If you know anything about fire extinguishers, the like electrical fire ones are like filled with such chemicals that they essentially try to take the oxygen out of the fire.
Oh, okay.
Killing the fire. So when they shut it off, they're actually using that legit one that they have to have at the ringside for the pyro, not the dry ice one that they shoot off where it just feels cold and they undersell it. But this one's literally like they're coughing, wheezing.
Okay, now I see one.
Yeah. You can actually tell the difference too, because the other one looks like just like faint, like smoke coming out of it.
Yeah.
But the real one literally looks like it sticks there and stays for a while.
And it did, that's right.
Yeah. Jim Ross even like audibly coughed on commentary.
Right, yeah.
After he said it's a hell of a place to have asthma.
Yeah, that's true. That he did say that.
Yeah.
Now we did a big rope with a noose on it to hang Ahmed.
Not the most racially sensitive thing.
No. The Nation is too big and powerful for LD Animal fight off. Hulk comes out with a double clothesline to Jerry's shot. It was actual wrestling for the special purpose.
Yeah.
Ahmed gets out of the noose, back to work, and beats up the Liberal for a bit. Ahmed hits Farouk with a parking-sized Savio throws Ahmed over the barricade. Crush finds a wrench from somewhere to blast Ahmed with as Farouk is pulled to the floor by the rope. They're clearly starting to get tired now. Hulk sprays the Nation down to the signature again, but the lackey saved Farouk from the crawler plunge. Crush gets caught in the Doomsday Device out of nowhere before getting hit by a 2x4 for the kick.
This match was just carnage and a clusterfuck, but it was actually pretty entertaining. Even given who's in the match.
Yeah. The best wrestlers are arguably Ross and for.
Yeah, and then he may be followed up by
Animal or Hulk. Actually, Savio Vega.
Yeah, Savio Vega. Then I'll probably say Animal and Hulk.
Yeah.
Essentially
Crush.
not all known for their in-ring ability.
Yeah.
But it was just a fun street fight that you got to see.
I gave it a B. You know what? Why not? This was a fight, and it worked quite well. They didn't try to make this anything but a street fight, and that's what they gave us. This wasn't good or quality or anything, but it was certainly fun. And exactly what was advertised. Good stuff here, and for me, the second best match of the night.
There's no way I could give an Ahmed Johnson match outranking Owen Hart, so I gave it the same to see.
Post-match duo, not yet named, takes Pearl River Plunge, and the small white guys, PG-13, take a Doomsday device to pop the crowd huge.
And I believe this would be the end of Nation Domination as it has been.
Right.
I don't think there's any more Crush or there's any more Savio.
Right, yeah.
But they'll go on to start their own groups of DOA, and let's brief us.
Here's Shawn Michaels do commentary on the main event.
And horrible gang style feud.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Nation's the best group on that group.
Yes.
Actually, that was the better version of Nation anyway. This was when Shawn had the injury.
Yeah.
Which has a bad case of, I don't want to return to John for Burt. The reputation goes.
And somehow that made him lose his smile.
So I'll say I'm her and not lose him like a man would is.
Just to put Sean's spin on things, I believe he has said that he went to his doctor and he pretty much said that what his doctor told him was that he had no cartilage in his knee.
Right.
So it was in that process of, oh my god, I have to drop the title. I'm not going to be able to wrestle again. That, I believe, was the story. Then later when he went to Dr. Andrews, the infamous WWE doctor, or famous WWE doctor, he said, yeah, but you can still wrestle on it.
Right, yeah.
It's fine. That's Sean's side of things anyway.
You don't want to drop for it.
Why not?
WWF World Title, Psycho Sid versus Undertaker. Actually, kind of thankful that Shawn didn't wrestle, right? But Shawn could have at least wrestled Undertaker.
Can wrestle Sid. No offense to Taker, but Shawn probably would be able to pull out a better match just because I think Sid responds well to a smaller guy in the match.
Yeah. This is because Sid won the title, and Undertaker's getting a title shot for no reason I can't remember. Well, actually, he was just kind of
Austin won the Rumble.
Yeah, so he was just kind of throwing there and get the title of Sid with no real explanation.
Technically, Austin should have gotten the title shot.
Yeah, that's why Burton Austin.
Yeah.
Sid gets his same promo about how he's going to retain the title because he's not scared. For the first time ever, we hear the Undertaker has never lost at WrestleMania.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I actually didn't catch him saying that.
I forget which one the two said.
It's probably JR.
Yeah.
I'm only to say it was JR.
Just trying to know that. Sid's pyro of his name and license is awesome though, so I can say that.
Yeah.
Just hitting the bell, here's Bret Hart. Shawn, imagine that, Bret being resentful.
Actually, the bell rings twice. It rang there, and then it rings after they get Bret out of the ring.
Bret yells at Shawn for having a fake injury and losing a smile. He then says that he and Undertaker are no longer friends. Okay?
It's weird. It's weird. They dropped kayfabe for Taker here.
Yeah.
Because Shawn says Taker's a class act and a stand-up guy.
Good to know.
Thought he was just a dead guy that just walked around backstage.
Yeah.
Kayfabe, Shawn.
As for Sid, he's a fraud because the belt belongs to Bret. Thankfully, Sid has Bret in the face of powerbombs. And Shawn, and now you're going to be up because of your big mouth. Taker jumps Sid from behind, and we get an bell. It's an official second match. Sid first in the corner, start but charges in a boot. Taker is a kind of a splash in the corner, followed by slam for two. Old school hits Sid, but Taker charges into the hog. The hair ball stays on for a long time, as you expect to. These two are 22 minutes for this match.
Yeah.
And that's the recipe for disaster. Sid finally kicks Undertaker to the floor, and then over the French announce table for good measure.
Sid at the very latest, I don't think should go over 15.
Right. Apparently this is a no-holds-barred, according to Gorilla. The president.
Yeah.
Sid drops him on the table.
Yeah, the podcast did. Bruce Pritchard's podcast did talk about that, yeah.
Sid drops on the table, almost breaks in the process. Back in, Sid pounds away the back anymore before he'll get a kind of clutch. Jerry, how do you kill that man? Vince, you don't have to. You just had to pin him for 3 seconds. Point to Vince, I guess.
Point set match, Vince.
Sid hits a power slam, but can only get 3 twos in a row. A big leg gets 2 for Sid. But Taker comes down with a flying clothesline for 2. They head to the former sister in the arcade. That is nowhere, so we head back inside for a horrible chin lock by the champion. Taker fights up and hits a power slam for 2 before putting on a nerve hole of his own. And clothesline puts Sid back down since Taker's looking tired. They hit the big boots at the same time and completely shut down. Sid goes to the no rope for an axe handle and thankfully keeps his leg intact. I kind of middle rope clothesline punch the face two for Jamie, but here comes the dead man. Sid slides down, goes on top one to be crushed and slide down. Undertaker hits a top rope clothesline for 2 more as the match finally picks up a bit. Taker loads up the tombstone, but gets reversed to the tombstone by Sid for 2. We head back to the floor again, but here's Bret Hart to smack Sid in the back with a chair. Back inside go again as a choke slam for very close to. They botch what may have been the flying clothesline. Sid ducks down, sending Taker flying. Here comes the powerbomb, and Bret interferes again. This distraction lets Taker hit the tombstone for the pin and win the title. And the title.
Yeah. It's better than the opener was, but you sort of classified on the same thing. It wasn't terrible. I know you should probably ask for more out of your main event match.
Oh, I did.
You definitely should.
I did.
But it's sort of like, I would say it's a more interesting version of Triple H and Roman Reigns. Like, that match just drug on and on and on and on after 7-hour Mania. Thankfully, this one...
It's 3 hours.
Yeah. Thankfully, there's only 3 hours that you only had to sit through and then get to the long, drawn-out match. So I'm going to end up giving this one a similar grade. But it did end up being long and drawn out. And then it probably should have been Bret and Austin.
Right, yeah.
That goes without saying, no.
For me, this was really dull stuff, and Bret got annoying for about a second interference. Great, that's the idea, but he was so annoying.
He can attack Taker once. No, he can put an attack and sit.
On top of that, the match was way too much sitting around doing nothing. With all the rest hold and other general standing around base activities. Sid was pretty much going for good for this.
Yeah. Ended up giving this match a C+. It's not a C+, C-.
Yeah. This was a WrestleMania main event. They sat F.
I'm giving it that grade just because I didn't fail. I also didn't fail Triple H and Roman, I don't think. Yeah, I don't remember giving that pay-per-view an F. I didn't like it, but
I didn't make that comparison, so I know I didn't feel Roman Triple H, but I didn't make that comparison either.
That's fair enough.
So I'm giving it an
Fair
F.
enough, it's your grade. So the overall.
Undertaker summer from ball to the shoulder sucked up the pin like that side.
Yeah. Overall, I give it a C.
I feel the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, you really only have one choice there.
It's a soft F, though, because this isn't really a failure.
Yeah.
If it was just their Continental match, I feel it'd probably be like a D plus. Nah. I originally had D plus, but I did realize I did feel the main event of WrestleMania.
By the way, the fun fact is, at this meeting, Taker is then 6-0.
So, this certainly isn't the worst WrestleMania, so don't go by my grade.
No.
But it's also not a good show by any real stretch. The main problem here is that I felt like annual pay-per-view rather than a major show other than the Bret versus Austin match.
Minus Bret and Austin, it didn't feel like much got done.
No.
I'll give you that.
On top of that, the main event sucks pretty hard.
Yeah. Where 2 years later in 15, it felt like just everything was thrown at you. But then nothing was still accomplished.
Minus the main event.
Minus the main event.
Which, ironically, the main event might save that show from field.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, it might.
Probably not.
And I think X-Pac and Shane is decent.
There you go. It depends on how high ranked.
Although I think it's one of the numerous DQs on that.
No, that's a no DQ.
That's no DQ, that's right, yeah.
So that's
That's hardcore.
Right. Yeah. It wasn't entertaining to me, man. And Undertaker actually wound up being a terrible champion, I think, for this. I don't remember his run out much, except for with Bret and Mankind. Main feud.
He actually has a couple good matches. I think.
Oh wait, also
him and Mankind, I believe at the next year.
Revenge of Taker.
And then
yeah. I forgot about that one.
And then him and Austin.
I don't remember him and Mankind that much besides the fire spot, so.
You don't remember Mankind jumping headfirst through a table?
Oh, yeah, that's it. I don't remember the actual match between them. I remember Austin and Bret now, essentially.
Yeah. And then that also sets up the Hell in a Cell.
But if I remember correctly, I don't think Taker main event would eventually take it either.
He didn't?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I don't look down.
Well, maybe that review will come in the near future.
Right. Anyway, base show for me, but definitely see All Stars of Chart. Even before that's my recommended match. It'd be nice to recommend a street fight if you just want a fun, quick brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want that. That's we can pick the pay-per-view too for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were doing this.
Well, because Thursday we got a lot to cover.
We're live, pal.
And Thursday we got a lot to cover on the podcast, so
we're saving everything Thursday.
Yeah.
Officially, our next retro review
is in 2 weeks.
Well, I was talking about the one next week for Survivor Series 2014.
Yeah, on Friday, everything's going to be uploaded, and we'll be filmed Thursday night. NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, right. NXT TakeOver War Games predictions. WWE Survivor Series predictions. WWE Survivor Series 2014 retro review. The Raw and SmackDown reviews of this week. And the news for this week. All your Survivor Series news are this week. We're going to be uploaded Thursday. If it's in multiple videos or not, who the hell knows? Maybe have my laptop set up. Maybe it might be in one video, but everything will be uploaded on Thursday. Or by Friday night. Saturday we will not be here. Sunday morning, you will have your NXT TakeOver War Games review up. Or Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon, NXT TakeOver War Games review. And Sunday night, Survivor Series review.
Yeah. Well, anyway, getting back to the retro review where I was trying to start. We actually decided to choose it off of camera. Just to actually have more time to actually be able to watch it since we have a show where we can tape this now.
Yeah. So we picked it we just did a number randomizer.
By asking Google, hey, pick a number between 1 and 30.
For Survivor.
Yep. And the number for 2014 came out, so we're doing that one
on the very big Thursday podcast. And
all right, and in 2 weeks, it's your turn since I
picked it last time. It just didn't click. You picked it. Just go.
I chose Survivor Series one. I'm gonna say, how about we not do this one?
Oh,
because we literally just did it.
I didn't do it.
We literally just did this 2 months ago. What came up was NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. And I'm gonna say, let's do something else because it literally just came. We literally just did this 2 months ago.
I did it 3 months ago, so I don't remember. I'm bad with dates, so I have short-term memory. And you can vouch for me. I'm bad with dates. Tell me.
That is a bold-faced lie.
Fine. Dear Lord, I won this.
I did want this one too. Oh. It is WCW Uncensored 1996.
The Mega Powers. Hulk Hogan. They weren't called the Mega Powers.
No.
Don't say about Barbara. It's WWE. The Mega Powers. Hulk Hogan and Monster Man Randy Savage. Face the Alliance that Hulkamania in a Doomsday cage. I want this.
Yes.
WCW presents Uncensored 1996. Everything you wanted to see, plus things you will never expect. The Mega Powers. They were called Mega Powers. Hulk Hogan, Monster Man Randy Savage face the Alliance that Hulkamania in a Doomsday cage match. Sting and Booker T battle the Road Warriors in Chicago street fight.
Why? No.
Conan defends the United States Championship against Eddie Guerrero.
That could be an okay.
Plus, Diamond Dallas Page's Giant and more. No, it's not Diamond Dallas Page's Giant.
Yeah.
Actually, this might be the one of 1,000 Diamond Dallas Page's Giant New Band matches.
It probably was. So we actually did get a WCW pay-per-view. We actually wanted to watch.
Yes.
And review and torture ourselves to have a good video with you guys.
That's what you want. NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3, but what can you do?
Because we literally just did this 3 months ago.
Remember our very big podcast will come up on Friday? All your Survivor Series news and old news and reviews before Survivor Series will be up on Friday. Saturday you get nothing because we won't be here. Sunday morning we will be catching up on TakeOver War Games.
Yep.
Sunday afternoon, you get TakeOver War Games review. Sunday night, you get your Survivor Series review.
Yes.
So, see you on Friday.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.